Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a fun creative project making a layered dinosaur themed cake topper using Cricut Design Space. I am going to show you how to design this topper from scratch and assemble it step by step, perfect for your next birthday party or special event. If you've ever wanted to create your own custom cake toppers, this is the video for you. Hi everyone, I'm Ranjita and welcome to my channel. If you like my content, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Let's get started. Firstly, we are going into Cricut Design Space and we are opening a blank canvas. Like I told you, we are going to design it right from scratch. So since we are making a third birthday cake topper in dinosaur theme, I'm going to go to the images section and search for number 3. As you all know, Cricut Design Space comes with an access membership with millions of images. So here I'm going and searching for the number 3. If you have already bookmarked it, it will come under your bookmark section. Otherwise, you can search for all the images. So this is the bold 3 that I have selected, and now I'm adjusting it according to the size that I want. Now this 3 is perfect, but I would like it to be a little more wider so that I can add all the elements. So I'm unlocking the measurements and I'm adjusting the measurements according to the size I want. Now I'm searching for another image, that is a dinosaur image. You can almost find any themed images easily in Cricut Access, but if you cannot, then you can always upload your own images onto Design Space as well. To save time, I've already searched for an image and bookmarked it. So this is the dinosaur that I will be checking. If you have any doubt regarding the image numbers or designs that I have used, I will link to the Design Space project in the description below. You can feel free to check it out. So here I have uploaded or added this dinosaur image onto my canvas, and I'm now rotating it and adjusting it so that it aligns along with the number 3. This is very simple step, and you just need to wiggle around a little bit to make sure that the dinosaur looks as though it is a part of the number 3. So my idea here is that I wanted to make a dinosaur shaped number 3. I hope you can understand. So the 3 extends in the form of a dinosaur head. Okay, so I have achieved that. Now I'm going to group both. First, before making any changes, I'm going to duplicate the dinosaur image because we will need it later. Now I'm going to group both of them and I'm going to unite these designs. You can also weld, but I prefer uniting. So now, like I told you, the duplicated image, we're going to keep it aside and we're going to create and inset. So we're going to go to the offset section and we're going to create and inset. Okay, this will create another layer that will come on top of this number 3. So I will always prefer changing my images and color coordinating them accordingly. This will help me get an idea of the final design. So as you can see here, just with a simple inset option, we've created another layer. The whole point in making these 3D toppers is that the more layers you add, the more 3D effect you get. So now I've changed all the colors and I'm ready with two elements, number 3 and the dinosaur on top of it. Now I'm going to group this whole thing and I'm going to create another offset for the entire thing. So this will be our base layer. Our cake topper is coming together. As you can see, now we have 3 layers as of now. So keeping the base layer, I'm going to hide the other 2 layers, that is the green 3 and the dinosaur I'm going to hide, and I'm going to only work with the base layer as of now. Adding layers and adding more elements is completely own personal choice. I wanted to modify this 3 as much as possible to make it look more like a dinosaur theme. So right now I am working only with the base layer, that is the black layer here. So I've selected an equilateral triangle here, adjusting into the required size and shape, and I'm duplicating it multiple times, and then I'm placing it on the top right corner of the number 3. As and when I duplicate, I'm going to add it next to each other and I'm going to rotate it so that it looks like it is following the curvature of the 3. I hope you can understand. This is a very simple step, but at the end, just by adding these simple triangles, the whole look of the 3 has completely changed. So all we have done is we have taken a bold 3 and then we have added a dinosaur image to the bottom and united it together. Now we are going to do the same thing again. We are adding some triangles on the top. Every time I add a triangle, I'm carefully rotating it and aligning it in such a way that it looks as though it is along the curvature of the tree. And once I'm done with the entire arranging of all the triangles, I'm going to select all of them and I'm going to unite them again. Select everything and then just go to the menu bar here, and I'm just going to weld it this time because we don't want to make any more further changes. Now I'm again selecting the whole thing and creating an entire offset for the whole image. So every time I add an offset, I'm going to change the color. So I'm adding more layers here because that gives more 3D look. The choice is entirely yours. You can choose the number of layers you want. So every time I add a layer, I'm making sure that I color code them and I'm adjusting the position accordingly. So here we have a base layer, and then we have another layer, black layer on top of it. We have a number 3 in green color, and then a dinosaur on top of it. Now I'm going to select this whole thing and I'm going to group everything together, and then I'm going to adjust the size according to the final cake topper size that I would like to have. Now for one last time, I'm going to change the colors according to my choice. So this is very important for me, especially because I like being organized when it comes to colors, and this helps us in saving the cardstock and color coordinating them. The best part of Cricut is that when you select them in your required colors, Cricut itself color coordinates them and arranges them into different mats. That way it saves a lot of time. Now for the base, we wanted to customize this topper, so for that I'm adding a banner here. After adding the banner, again I'm creating an offset to it and again color coordinating it. So wherever I'm using gray, that will be my silver cardstock, and the dark green color will be glitter green cardstock or something like that. So that was my idea initially. Now I'm adding a text here and I'm adding the baby's name here. You can customize it according to your wish, or you can add a quote, or you can just add a wish, or you can just say happy birthday. The choice is entirely yours. So I wanted to add the baby name here. So once I add the baby name, I'm going to select the font of my choice. There are a lot of fonts available in Cricut Design Space, but if you want, you can always upload your favorite font onto your system, and then that shows in Cricut Design Space as well. So I'm going with a very simple font because the size is going to be small. I didn't want to go with too much of intricate fonts because then cutting it on cardstock would become difficult. Now I'm going to select the entire thing and I'm going to add an offset layer to this just to add more bulk and strength to this name, because otherwise individual letters sticking it onto the banner would get difficult. So once I'm happy with the size of the offset, I'm going to create an offset, but make sure that you uncheck the weld offsets box there. So now as you can see here, my offset has a lot of small pieces, which is unnecessary because I wanted this only as a backing. So I'm going to the contour panel and I'm making sure that I uncheck all these little pieces in the middle of the design because I will not need them anymore. And also because of that, cutting those small parts would become very difficult, and since it is only a backing layer, I'm making it just plain. Once done, and again I'm selecting the color of my choice. This is very important, especially for me, to stay organized. So every time I finish making a layer, I'm going to immediately color coordinate it, because especially when you have many layers, it is going to become very difficult in the last to know which layer is going to come in which position. So here our design is complete, but I wanted to add a little more elements. As you know, there is never an end to go on customizing it, and the best part is you can just keep going on. You can add as many elements as you want, or you can add as less elements as you want. So here I'm adding a monstera leaf in the background. So I'm just going to add it here. I've selected it from the images section and I'm going to send it to the background. So these are the layers that we have currently made. Now after looking at it, I thought the base green layer was not visible. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking a small circle and I'm duplicating it and adding it in different sizes here. So as you can see here, the top light green layer which is there, I'm adding few circles on top of that in different sizes. This is just to create a small window on this so that the underlying layer is visible. This is a very simple step, but it is going to add so much more interest to our design. I'm going to select all of them and I'm going to subtract it. So as you can see here, just by adding those few circles, we have now a new entirely different layer, and also the layer underneath is clearly visible. So that's it. Our dinosaur cake topper is completely designed and ready. I'm here leaving a small clip on how I assembled this cake topper after cutting it in my design space. This is a sped up video, but I thought you will just get an idea. So wherever necessary, I'm using double-sided foam adhesive just to give it more bulk and give it a more 3D look. So as you can see here, because I have color coordinated my pieces right when I was designing, assembling them was just a breeze. So here, as you can see here, the backing layer helped me in assembling this letters very easily. So just by these little tips, your designing can go to an entire different level. One last monstera leaf, and now I'm going to add this acrylic cake stick or skewer, and our beautiful cake topper is ready. I hope you like this video and you will definitely give this a try. Don't forget to follow me on my social media and also consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back soon with another interesting video. Bye.